Do you know anything about the female reproductive system?
Like the period?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what it's like?
No.
Do you understand the pains of being...
How can I understand?
Well, well, you know, maybe you could read up on it. Maybe because you have a sister or your mom, you know. Oh, wait, he's the only child because you're from China. Sorry. So anyways, do you know what products women use for periods?
I know what it's like, but I don't know how to say that. That something like a napkin.
Like a napkin. That's right, we call them sanitary napkins. More commonly known as pads. It's like, because we bleed, it needs to be collected.
Yeah.
So what it does is that pads absorb.
Okay, no.
Have you ever heard of a menstrual cup?
Nope.
I have it right here.
What the heck is this?
This is what I use. It's a Diva brand menstrual. Okay, it's a bit dirty because tobacco all over it. Because I've been using this for about a year now, and this is really good for the environment because. Do you know what a tampon is?
I think I've heard of it before.
It kind of functions like a pad, where it absorbs, but it also kind of like plugs up your.
Oh.
To me, it's like weird. Pads are not comfortable, and I think it might be a bit too grotesque for you, but like women, you know, we understand that just icky and uncomfortable and foul. It smells really foul. And the good thing about menstrual cups is that, what do you think it does?
Well, it can be a container.
Yes, good for you. It contains the blood. It's a cup. It's like a drinking cup, right? Like this contains water. Look at your physics cup. Oh, look at all that physics. Basically holds the blood, and you empty it. I want to advocate the use of menstrual cups because it's reusable. This one is silicone, so like it's safe for people who are allergic to latex. How do you think this is used?
No idea.
So basically, we insert it up our...
Really?
Yeah, of course. How else? Do you know how menstruation works?
I don't even know that word.
How does the period work?
I don't know exactly how it works, so I only know that it bleeds.
This is what this video is for. More for the boys, so that they can advocate the use of menstrual cups to their sisters and their girlfriends and their wives and their mothers, because it is really good for the environment, because all you have to do is just wash it and reuse it for the next cycle. Because pads, tampons, it produces a lot of waste. Like the production of it, all the glue, adhesive, and the cotton and the plastic, and it's not biodegradable. It's not compostable. It's just garbage. And if you can imagine on the landfill, like so many pads and tampons and ugh. This one would last for a good decade with if you take good care of it. How the menstruation works. I can't believe you don't know this. Did you not take grade 11 biology or grade 10 biology?
Yeah, I got like 30.
China boy got a 30 in biology. Good for you for breaking the stereotype. I'm proud. Our ovaries produce eggs.
Okay.
When it's not fertilized, when we do not become impregnated artificially or conventionally, the eggs go to waste. So the blood is basically like the egg and the shedding of our walls inside the uterus. How impregnation works is that once the egg is fertilized, it attaches to the wall full of nutrients. It encourages the embryo to grow, become a fetus. The blood exits through the vaginal canal. That's basically what I'm talking about. You put this up.
How is that?
You put this up. vagina.
You deal with it when you go to the toilet.
Like, guys know so little about periods. We're not constantly bleeding. It's not like a constant stream of blood.
Yeah.
That's why we have these products. That's why we have a piece of cloth or the pad or a tampon or a menstrual cup to hold the blood. And when we go to the washroom, if it's really soiled, then we change into a new tampon or a pad. Or for me, I just empty this out, wash it, and then I put it back in. And this is your vagina. Okay. Obviously, unless you have a really big opening, you can't just like stick this in. But even if you do, you're not supposed to, because you're supposed to create a suction with this cup so that you don't leak and like ruin your clothes and stain. So you basically, there's two methods, I believe. Well, I do this method. It's like you push it in, squish it, and then you insert it, and then you release it, and it pops open, secure, and then it collects the blood. You don't push it in too deep because that would hurt. The first month is definitely it's a learning process. It can be kind of messy, and you can get really frustrated with it the first few times of using it, and I actually felt like giving up. But I'm glad I stuck with it because I'm an environmentalist and I want to do all that I can to reduce my carbon footprint. When you're done, this is the messy part that I think a lot of girls find really disgusting. It's that you have to like pull it out, and then empty it. Girls, they're like, ew, cups are so gross. Like, I don't know. I don't think, is it gross to touch your own blood? Yeah. I don't think it's your own fluids, you know? I really don't.
Some people might have some problem with the blood, like blood phobia or something like that. I see actual fluid blood, they pass out.
Yeah, okay, well that's an extreme case, but most girls don't have that. And we see it on a monthly basis, just in different things. I honestly find that to be like a really childish thing, especially when you know, girls, you're a guy and you watch like perverted stuff, and you know in those videos, you know what they do, and
But that depends on the extent
and girls are fine with doing that, you know. I'm talking about oral sex. Like, apparently, like most people are fine with oral sex, but they're disgusted with touching their own bodily fluids, especially when it comes to a natural reproductive system. I just think that's really stupid.
And what's the purpose of all that?
Be comfortable with your body, your substances. Be considerate to the environment. Consider trying this out.
Okay, so do you think it's convenient to use?
Yes. Yes! It is extremely convenient to use because, like, if you're traveling especially, you don't have to, like, bring 30 pads with you for a 2-month trip. You just have to bring this one reusable cup. It's super awesome. It saves on bulk, it saves on money. Like, I bought this. With tax, it was probably like 38. It was like 35, and with tax it was like $38. But now I never have to buy pads again. And pads are pretty pricey, especially with so much that we need